I am the one and only Eagle Double T. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Wii to the GameCube. So let's begin. Round 1, Controller. Now both these controllers are some of Nintendo's finest. So let's take a look at the GameCube controller. One of the best controllers of all time. The shape is extremely comfortable. Fits pretty much all sized hands. It has an amazing joystick. It's beautiful. A great gamepad, which is a little bit small, but it's really great. A C-stick, which personally I really like. I've never had a problem with it. A very, I want to say, strategized button layout. It's really nice, and for games like Metroid Prime, where A is the shoot button, having it right there is a primary is really, really cool, and the other button's off to the side. My big complaint is the bumper is just not very good. Then it has these amazing triggers, which are just really comfortable. They just fit in your hand. It's really good. And it later came out with a wireless Wavebird controller, which is awesome. Now the Wii remote is, clearly wireless. It's motion controls, but the thing about this is that it is the only motion controller ever that actually functions properly. So it's really, really nice. It was a great new concept. It has a great D-pad. A button, B button. The way they laid everything out was really, really nice. Very comfortable. This would be like the A and B button, except that is, and then you got 1 and 2. Home. Plus minus. The motion controller works really, really well. The build quality is questionable, and the use of batteries, I really don't like, because this thing does eat up batteries a lot. But you can buy rechargeable battery packs. And you can also put a Wii Motion Plus on for more enhanced motion controls. And you also have a nunchuck, which has it's a cheaper joystick, and then it has these cheaper buttons. So the nunchuck is kind of cheap, but the Wii remote is great. So overall, both these controllers are wonderful. I'm going to give round 1 to the GameCube for having one of the most comfortable controllers of all time. Round 2, design of the console. Now, wherever you're putting this console, you want it to look good. The GameCube, I think it's really cool the way it's a cube. It'll fit pretty much anywhere really, really nicely. It's small and compact and looks good. Although a lot of people didn't take it seriously due to its title, the GameCube, and the fact that it was actually a cube. I think it looks great. I think the gray faceplate for the controllers and the memory cards looks great with the purple or the black or whatever color you have. The Wii, it's really slick. Looks great. The black, the white, the red, it all looks really good. Definitely one of Nintendo's more sleek consoles. I think the corners looks really good. The stand really goes well with it. So, in all, both these consoles look great. Round 2 goes to the Wii for having a nice, sleek, clean console. Nintendo wanted these consoles to sell well, so let's take a look at the sales. The GameCube sold 22 million consoles, which when you think about it, that's a lot of consoles. But then when you actually compare it to other systems, such as the PS2, it's terrible. Like, this didn't even sell 1/10 of what the PS2 sold. While the Wii sold over 100 million units, making it one of the highest selling consoles of all time, and far exceeding the 360 and the PS3. Round 2 goes to the Wii for by far outselling its competitors, while the GameCube sadly just wasn't able to do that. Round 4, features. Both these consoles have plenty of features. The Wii was Nintendo's first console to be able to use SD cards. It had USB ports. And it had full backwards compatibility with GameCube games, controllers, and memory cards, which was a bold new feature for Nintendo. The GameCube I wouldn't call it a feature, but it was a lot cheaper. At one point, it was only $100, which was a great value. And then I had the Game Boy player. And it's going to win this round because of this. The Game Boy had plenty of great games, like whether you like Pokemon or, whatever. You can now play them on the TV. You simply unhooked one of the slots on the bottom, put the GameCube on, inserted the Game Boy player disc, put your Game Boy game in, and you could play Game Boy games on your TV, which was a great, amazing thing. It could play any Game Boy games, which was an amazing new feature that was just plain awesome. Round 4 goes to the GameCube for its amazing Game Boy player. Round 5, games. Now, all consoles should have good games. That's why you buy it, to play games. So let's take a look at the GameCube first. It had Resident Evil 4, which originally was only released for the GameCube. Sonic Mega Collection. Call of Duty Finest Hour, another Call of Duty. Super Mario Sunshine. Medal of Honor. Wave Race. Metroid Prime 1 and 2. Top Gun Combat Zones. As well as Super Smash Bros. Melee, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, along with dozens of other great games. Now, the Wii had a lot of great games, too. X-Men vs. Wolverine, which was a great game, believe it or not. Wii Sports Resorts. Mario Kart Wii, which I think was better than Double Dash. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Super Mario All-Stars, which was a great game that brought you back to the classics. Kirby's Dream Collection Special Edition. Sonic. More Sonic. Super Mario Galaxy. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Star Wars Force Awakens. Now, if you want Mario games, I would go with the Wii. It has not only the 2D giant New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it also has the Anniversary Collection, Galaxy. So, if you want Mario, the Wii is the console to go with. The GameCube, it had Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime. So, if you like those games, definitely go with the GameCube. But overall, both these consoles have an amazing game library. I'm going to call the final round a tie, and with a score of 3-3, let's just say both these consoles are amazing. In the end, let's just say both these consoles are amazing. Personally, I think that they are two of Nintendo's best. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. I am the one and only Eagle Double T, signing off. Goodbye.